All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. So look, man, I wanted to check this out because Jeremy did something that I think is pretty amazing. And I'm sure that you can go deeper with this, but I think what he did was pretty good. So he did a every bar that Kendrick said that Drake that aged well that Drake is actually going through or doing right now in real time. And I think that this is pretty amazing. So we're going to get into that. You already know what it is. Torture Talk After Hours. Let's get it. All right, man. Look at that, man. All right. There we go. All right, man. So let's get it.
Well, yeah. You know what? And I'll premise this beforehand. I did a little certified cover boying here. It's been a minute since I put that cap on.
Dusted off the cape.
This is specifically to piss people off, okay? Because I know
I can see that.
There's going to be people right now who are going to, this is rage bait, okay? They're going to be triggered by this. But what I did was a list of Kendrick Lamar lyrics that have aged well simply off of this Drake and Bobby interview, okay?
Okay.
All right. Drake said that Adonis has started working out and is hitting the gym harder than he ever has. On Meet the Grahams, Kendrick said,
I don't know if that, I mean, if that's true, that's kind of crazy. But how old is Adonis? And if he's been hitting the gym more than him, like how old is Adonis? Hey Siri, how old is Adonis, Drake's son? Come on, Drake, cut it out. Cut it out, Drake. I see your son's 7, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out. Come on, bro. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. I see some videos of some young boys out there. They like ripped. I don't know. 7. I don't know, man. That's pretty hilarious, though. Let's keep it going.
Even if it don't benefit your goals, do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. F what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Adonis, following the advice. Number 2, Drake said he did his nails because he saw Lil Yachty had manicured nails. Kendrick said on Euphoria,
I can see that.
Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. Me personally, I never understood why. Don't get me wrong. I go get pedicures and manicures. I like to get my nails cleaned. I like to keep my feet done nice. That's just something I believe is hygienic. You walk around all day with socks and shoes on, at least once a month. Or once every other month. Even if you say once every other month, I can understand. But if you never got your feet done, you need to go get that done. There's all types of bacteria and parasites that be under your nails that need to be cleaned. And if you cutting your toenails, it's not the same as if you get them cleaned. It's totally different. You go wash your feet and all that, but a fungus can grow under your nail that you don't know about. Trust me when I tell you, those people, that's what they're there for. But as far as like the nails go, I see people with acrylic on their nails or painted. No, come on, bro, cut it out. I'll get my nails cut and curated, taken care of, but I'm not going to get them. I'm not going to be out here with my nails painted. That's just not happening. Sorry.
Number 3, Drake said he was insecure about getting braids because he was thinking, what would the comments be about it? Kendrick said, cutthroat business. You got shit twisted. What is it? The braids.
What is it? The braids?
Number 4.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yo, like I said, man, I think Drake wears those braid wigs because he most likely he's probably going bald. Like we never that's one thing I would, if out of anything, that'd be the first thing I ask him. Yo, bro, is that really a wig? And I'll be honest with y'all. I think more men are gonna start doing that. I see a lot of people with these they're going bald. So I seen a dude when I was at the airport. I know for a fact that he had a tattoo. His head was tattooed of hair. And I don't mean not like it looks like, no. He had like dots in his head, like little tiny black dots. And he did it to where in his spots where it looks like he just has a low cut. Like, nah. It was too precise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this guy, you know what I'm saying? And he sat in front of me, so when I got up, I looked at the top of his head and I could see, I'm like, nah, these ain't hair follicles. Those are tattoos. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people do that. But as far as I would ask Drake that, yo, so do you really have a braid cap? But a lot of people are starting to do that. A lot of people are starting to do that. Like a lot of older men, they want to look younger. They're getting these braid and wave caps. Yeah, trust me, it's a big thing.
Drake said he face-tuned his abs on his Instagram story and changed the highlights to make sure they looked a certain way.
Wait, how do you face-tune your abs?
It's like you could put a filter on it, and then you could put different brightness levels and different, contrast.
It's an app, Ellie Wilson.
He admitted this?
Yeah, he said he didn't get surgery, but he did over filter on his Instagram story.
Over filtering.
You capping, bro. Yo, you capping, bro. Nah, you got surgery. Them Jones look too. This is my thing about abs, right? Abs are very difficult. I want y'all to understand. He probably didn't get surgery. He probably got what they call it, cryo freezing or some shit. Like, I don't know, but this is the thing about abs, right? Abs are very difficult to get. It takes a long time because your belly fat is very, very difficult to lose. The only way the only way you would lose your belly fat is if you have to eat a certain way. And I'm talking you got to get that gut right. You know what I'm saying? Exercise. You can lose, you can get it, but sometimes you have to do a total body transformation to get abs. Abs are very difficult. Everybody has them, but some people have fat and they'll go to the gym and they'll lift and they'll do these things, but the muscle will build under the fat. For you to get rid of that fat, because it's not like your muscle. It's underneath something, so you have to cut a lot of stuff to get it out of there. That's all I'm gonna say. You got to cut certain things you eat. You got to eat it's just weird. So I don't know, but I don't think I definitely don't think that those are Drake's real abs. You know what I'm saying? I think that he had some type of fat removal. Let's just say that.
Kendrick said on Silent Hill, "Why you in the mirror more than the bitches? I would never live my life on the computer. IG'll get you a life for a chickabooya. More power to you. Love him from a distance." Okay, number 5. This interview took place while the two of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the picture. But please remove this while I continue. I don't want too many screenshots.
Keep that
with
shit
me
up.
in the abs. This is number 5. The interview took place while the two of them were sipping wine coolers. On 6/16 in LA, Kendrick, rapping as Drake, says, "Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer." Number 6, Drake said he stopped talking to Bobby and didn't want to be associated after she said some hurtful things to him on text message.
I guess meaning them text messages with Aubrey.
That's hilarious. I will say that I believe that Drake is a very, very sensitive person. Drake is very sensitive. But I think that comes from him being the only child. Now, and I'll be honest with y'all, I think Drake likes Bobby. I think he really does. I think she maybe is curving him in a way where she's like, well, I really don't like you like that. Like, no, like, and I think I believe that's kind of intriguing to him. It's kind of like I gave a reference to True Blood. I don't know if you ever seen True Blood with Sookie and Bill Compton. And Bill Compton was so fascinated with Sookie because he couldn't glamour her. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't glamour Sookie. So I think that's kind of like how it is with Drake and I think Drake is playing Bill Compton and she's Sookie in this situation where he feels like, you know, he can't break through her defenses. Now, some people might say that he already got her already. But my thing is, if Drake already got her, Drake don't, from what I see, a lot of times, I don't really see Drake running back to a lot of the same girls. Like, he'll talk about them in songs, but he don't really do what he's doing with her. It's a little bit different. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if they ever get married. That'd be hilarious.
Euphoria. I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more?
Okay.
Number 7. Drake addressed his fake abs like we just spoke about. And Kendrick on Euphoria, of course, said, let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12. It's a fast one. Pow, pow, pow. Last one.
Yeah. When it comes down to Euphoria, that's untouchable. A lot of people think that Euphoria is the best diss out of the whole thing. And when he said the ab thing, yeah. I think that you know the crazy thing is, I think that Kendrick be saying some things that are coming true, but I think Drake actually does these things on purpose sometimes too, to kind of like, not gonna say to make him come true, but he just kind of like playing this game with Kendrick, like, oh, okay, well, it's kind of like what Puff said back in the day. Oh, they don't like you dancing in the videos? Well, dance more in the videos. I think that's kind of how it is when it comes to Kendrick and Drake. I think Drake be out here sometimes doing things on purpose so people can actually make content about it and say stuff. So,
then number 8, Drake said he's on his Euro trash vibe right now.
This is in the interview.
Yes, in the interview. And basically, he's living out there on tour, right? He's bouncing back and forth. On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick said yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. That energy would make you guys move to Europe. So.
Oh, it's funny he said the energy make you guys move to Europe. Calling them niggas. Nah, let me stop playing. But with that point right there, I know exactly what he's saying. Like, you're not strong. I'm strong. You're not strong. I'm strong. I could do this and you can't. I think that speaks volumes, because if Drake moved to Europe, or he's on his Eurotrash tour, and Kendrick had basically predicted that, that's pretty deep, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
Oh yeah, those were some things that I think aged well.
That damn Drake and Kendrick connection.
We're never letting it go. Yeah.
God bless him.
God bless him. But yeah, that's all I had on the Drake and Bobby.
So, him aside, why would someone do content or an interview? Why would someone do an interview with someone who either is, one, not going to address anything for real, or 2, not a story? What do you call
story journalist? These fucking losers.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fucking loser ass story.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
Why would
trying to get the old man riled up?
Why would someone do that?
Wait, why would they what? Insult someone?
No, why would they? Why would someone desire to do that as opposed to doing it a different way?
I have a theory about this.
Okay, so I understand exactly what he's saying. Why he's saying basically saying why would Drake want to do an interview with someone and not someone that is a story journalist? That's basically what he's saying. Why would he want to do an interview with a normal person or just a person who doesn't understand what's going on versus a normal journalist? Let's see his theory, then I'll get my take.
I think if you're hypothetically, if you're in a lawsuit with a label and there are things within that lawsuit that are associated to maybe certain things within songs, certain things you went through over the last year, you're not necessarily allowed to speak about certain things legally, or it could mess up your case. So you might want still to be in the public to promote yourself because you have an album upcoming. And so I think you would go to someone who's not going to ask those questions and who won't be criticized for not asking those questions because that's not their brand. But you still get the benefit of appearing to be likable and gain the mainstream audience that doesn't care about that stuff and still have content out in the world.
But all this is a cleanup. That's what nobody's also saying is that.
Well, that's 100% facts. What he just said. This is the reason why he probably don't want to do no interviews, because he know that the sound. But if there's going online, these lawyers, Drake's lawyers are going online looking for things and people to add into this lawsuit. You don't think that UMG is doing the same? They did the same thing. They would do the same thing. They'll say, okay, well, in this interview. In this recent interview, you said the reason why it is because of this, and they probably gonna do that with the Bobby interview. They're gonna look for something. Trust and believe. They're gonna try to use his words against him. Yeah, absolutely.
He gave this girl out of nowhere that none of us knew. He gave us an interview with her, brought her to the spotlight, gave her a cultural moment that was huge. And I was critical of it, and others were critical of it. And then he yanked it from her. He took it off YouTube. He had a breakup with her. He was nasty towards her. They were nasty to each other. He unfollowed her and pretty much cut her off. Now, all he's doing now is coming back and giving her the look again, like help launching her again. So it's like you're trying to control the narrative. You're trying to control media.
I think what he's saying here is correct, but I also think that he's really downplaying this, like to the T. I understand what he's saying, but I don't think he's not giving it more validity that it should have. Like it should have much more than what he's saying. Like he's generalizing it in a way where, like, I get it, but at the same time, I think it's a little more than that. And on top of that, Bobby was doing interviews. Maybe Drake interview was her biggest interview, but she did a lot of interviews, and she was at the pop out. That's a lot of people who ain't not the pop out. She was at the Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us video shoot. So I don't think he even knows that she was there. So who knows? Maybe she was trying to get into the media space. Who knows? But she definitely was there.
They're really trying to help build a media personality to be an outlet, so you don't have to also talk to other media outlets that exist. So it doesn't even connect with Iceman or what's going on. To me, it's just a do-over. Like, he did that girl wrong, and he made it right, and now he made it right.
He did say that. He did say, like, basically he took down the interview because he felt like he hurt, like, he was damaging her life. And she said that to him, like, my life hasn't been the same since this interview. I feel like it ruined my life, something like that. And he's like, fine, then take it down. Then, But it ties into the same. No, but there also was the thing about then she texted him something at a show that was mean, and then he immediately blocked her. Again, it's the same type of behavior. It's just this like aggressive, like extra sensitive. Like if there's a conflict, all of a sudden you want to threaten somebody or you want to block somebody, and it's just real hothead behavior. And even against a woman who helped fucking birth with this thing, it's just nasty. And it's like, okay, now you got your cleanup. Now you did the moment all over again. You gave something to your fans because your fans are hungry for you, hungry for your return, the hype on this Iceman thing. But none of it still adds up. Again, because you're suing the label. You got another Iceman episode coming out with another song, I guess, which they're claiming is the Red Button, right? Is the Red Button's coming, Jeremy? I don't know. I messed
I
up.
heard the Red Button's coming.
I have some friends who are OVO adjacent, not like part of OVO team, but like who are well connected in Drake's world. And so sometimes we like talk on Instagram or Twitter, just like joke about some stuff. And I usually rage bait because I have so many people who
We're going to end it there because we already know about all this, and this was before with everything that took place. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Torture Talk After Hours. See y'all. Peace. Bye.